Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
We're just an adorable couple in love that loves reacting to Attack on Titan.
Yes, and we are doing season 4, episodes 5, 6, and 7 today.
Yep, this was another triple header. We were told 3 episodes that go really well together, and then we should watch, in the same sitting. But because of that, the next video is just gonna have 1. So the next video will have episode 8. I know last season we did 3 in a row, and then there was 2 and 2. That's just the way, because it was an odd number because we added an OAD in there. So since this is an even number, it just, that's just the way it works out. So you get 3 today, and then episode 8, you're only gonna get 1 in that video. So
yeah.
If you want early free access, if you want our full uncut reactions for this, go ahead and check out our Patreon. Links in the description of this video. And we also have early access here on YouTube. You can still get a month ahead. Won't be ad free. You won't see the full uncut reactions, but you'll get a month ahead. So bonus.
Yeah.
And let's do this.
Let's do it.
Declaration of war.
He was probably hoping that we'd forgive him. But after the way we abandoned Marcel, we were in no position to.
I don't know if it was forgiveness he was after. He just wanted to be judged.
It's been 4 years.
Damn.
Raina.
What's wrong?
I thought you guys were best
Carter
buds.
said you were old friends and that he wanted to surprise you.
You did. Surprise.
And we have a whole lot to catch up on. It can't be. Eren.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Lord Tiber, it's almost time.
Well. Lady Azumabito, come to give me a pep talk.
I'm sorry to interrupt your preparations.
I seem to have a bad case of stage fright.
You look courageous and dignified. You are a truly brave man. I'll wish you luck and take my leave.
I'm glad you came by. Thanks, Kiyomi.
Sit down, Raina. I found us good seats. We're right beneath an apartment building. It's behind the stage, but still, it's full of excited families.
So if he goes Titan, they die. Good strategy.
Mr. Kruger, did you cut your hand?
It's just a scratch.
So, I think I should head back to the others now.
Nope.
No, Falco. You should stay here and listen to us.
Just do as he says, all right?
Now he knows he's in some shit.
But I can't wait to know what he's going to hear.
Mm-hmm.
It's been quite a while, Mr. Leonhardt.
Evening, Mrs. Brown. I don't believe I've seen you since your son came home.
I'm sure that Annie was just as
She's
brave.
not dead. My daughter is alive. One day she'll come back. She promised me she would.
She's just encased.
Even General Calvi's here.
Along with almost every other important Marleyan officer. The crowd's also full of nobles and ambassadors. Can't believe they're this powerful.
Having fun yet?
Even though they're just as Eldian as we are.
Commander Magat sent me. He needs his Eldian warriors.
But they're rich Eldians. They have power and influence, so it doesn't matter their background all of a sudden.
Why, Eren? Why come here? What do you plan to do? The exact same thing you did.
No.
As for why, I don't have a choice.
Oh, God.
Humanity as we know it could go extinct 3 times over. And the body count still wouldn't match the number of lives that Titans have stolen. Such is the legacy of the founder, Ymir.
Oh, God. Okay. He knows theatrics.
Eldia's history is all we have left, and it only tells of killing. You see, thus began the Great Titan War, which saw 8 of the 9 Titans locked in an endless cycle of bloodshed. But there was one brilliant Marleyan who saw in this chaos a path to victory. Eldian infighting grew far worse, and the Empire grew weak. Then Helos joined hands with the Tiber family, and they forced the supposedly unbeatable King Fritz to retreat to a far-flung island. With him, he took tens of millions of Titans, ready to trample the world at his command.
Tens of millions. Exaggeration.
In order to fight this existential threat, my motherland Marley sent a team of 4 Titan warriors to take the Founder. But they were soundly beaten, and only the armored Titan returned.
Tiber was the one that put that plan in motion.
Honestly, it makes sense. I get why you plunged my home into hell. You were on a mission to save the world, right? So you had to.
My orders are to send you to the gate, Jaeger.
All right.
This way, you two. I feel like I've seen you before, but I can't quite place you.
I was about to say, is that Annie?
Where are you stationed? My unit's out west near Lakua. They sent me to help bolster security.
I think it could be Hanji.
Started to take a real liking to your beard.
Oh, Peek!
Thanks for all your hard work, guys!
What are you doing? Let's go.
What was that?
Those soldiers ride the cart Titan into battle. I need their support. So I try to build a bond with them.
No offense, but it seems like you did more harm than good.
In here. Go.
Super tall and like skinny.
Yeah.
So where's Commander Magath?
Shit. Clever. Is that Armin? He's usually dressed up as a girl.
Well, no, but they have like a fake beard. So like I think it's a girl dressed as a boy.
Just how many years has he known him? If it's more than 4, then they met on Paradis. Wait, that can't be right. If it is,
It can't be.
oh no.
You put it together. 4 words were sent to tree. The like text behind the text is like,
Makes it really tough.
yeah.
I know this because the Warhammer isn't the only inheritance the Tiber family bestows. Some 100 years in the past, the Great Titan War was ended. The hero who saved the world was King Fritz himself. He was plagued by guilt over the Eldian Empire's vicious past. So when he inherited the founding Titan, he plotted his own downfall with the Tibers. Together, we created a Marleyan hero who would drive the king out. After that, King Fritz moved as many Eldians to Paradis as he could, erecting his great walls around them. He left a warning that if anyone threatened his peace, countless Titans would be unleashed in retaliation. He never intended to make good on this threat. King Fritz made a vow renouncing war.
So is Typer actually working with Eren and them?
Maybe.
Marley didn't stop Eldia, and chance hasn't kept the world from being crushed. It was the king of the walls, Karl Fritz, a man who yearned for peace.
Who you vilified.
He said that if Marley grew strong someday, and came in force to shatter his peace and seize the founding Titan, he would accept it. He believed the sins his people committed were so horrific that they could never be atoned for.
Kenny the Ripper.
I asked for nothing but a brief span of peace. Those were the final words the king left us with.
If what he's saying is true.
So Marley and the Tiber family didn't really save the world?
Well, General, your thoughts?
To secure our own safety, my family joined hands with King Fritz. We became heroes to the world, while our fellow Eldians became devils. We Tibers are petty thieves, growing fat on honor we did not earn.
Holy crap. Did not expect that. Someone who's a fraud who actually admits it.
Yeah.
Looks like it's begun.
What the hell is this place?
Looks like a pit meant to detain warriors like us. It's a classic. The space is too cramped to transform in. And with 2 of us down here.
Got it. We just crush each other.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still confused, though. What's that soldier's plan?
Couldn't tell you.
Take you out of action. That's what.
They really were familiar, though. I know that much.
If they're familiar. I think it's Annie.
You might be right then. I guess he hasn't used her past. Annie could be taller.
Yeah. And they could have brought her around. I mean, like, then they got to show, like, how he brought her into this.
An uprising has taken place on Paradis. The king has been deposed, the founding Titan stolen. The thief is an enemy to every man, woman, and child outside of his island.
Okay.
An enemy of peace. His name is Eren Yeager.
Okay, so he's not working with Eren.
Guess not.
After what you said, I respected you. But you were just using me.
I'm sorry. I did it because I needed your help.
The letters you had me send from outside the internment zone. Who were they to?
I can't say the letters made it to my family, but they reached my comrades.
This poor kid.
I didn't know.
Wait, you wrote your comrades?
Yeah, he brought back up.
Ye are ordered to walk, the rumbling will be felt across the earth, and death will follow. Until now, only royalty has had the power to wield the founding Titan, and King Fritz's vow has kept his descendants from using it. But this Eren Yeager has found a way to use the founder without having royal blood, which means he could begin the rumbling at any moment. These monsters will crush every city, trample every tree and flower. They will literally flatten our world.
He's exactly right. I'm the bad guy Willie says I am, if nobody stops me. But to my eyes, you looked like the bad guys too.
Mm-hmm.
When you breached the wall, when Titans destroyed my home, when I watched as my mom was eaten.
By my dad's other wife.
Tell me why my mom was eaten by a Titan.
It's because we broke the wall that was protecting her.
Why did you break the wall?
So we could use the chaos to sneak in and to find out if the king would react.
But what was your mission?
To save the world.
If all that was to save the world, then you didn't have much choice.
I forgive you.
You promised we'd pay for what we did, and you promised pain. So are you here to make me pay?
I did say that, didn't I? Let's forget about that. At first, I considered every person on this side of the sea an enemy. But later, I crossed the sea and slept under my enemy's roof. Raina, I'm the same as you. Some of these people are awful, but some are good. Same where I'm from. We're all just people. But you were taught that the people in the walls weren't like you.
That they were less than.
You were just kids who got brainwashed. Hatred was part of your training. How could you have fought that? You couldn't have. It looks like you've already paid.
No! You're wrong, Aaron. That day, when the Titan got Marcel, Annie and Bertolt wanted to end the mission right then. And they would have. I convinced them to keep going. Because I wanted to become a hero. I wanted to be respected.
Aaron can relate to that.
The truth is, your mother was eaten by a Titan because of me. I can't take this anymore. Please, just kill me.
However, I confess that I want to live. That despite everything, I believe this world is my birthright, just as it is yours. The people gathered here may belong to different races, different nations. But if we're to survive this crisis, then for the first time in history, we must join as one. If you wish to live, then lend me your strength. Help me protect our world's future.
Good speech.
I was right. I am the same as you.
Help me defeat them!
I think maybe we were born this way.
Here and now, as a representative of Marley's government, I send this message to the devil.
Was this all a recruitment for Rhino?
We'll just keep moving forward. Till I killed my enemies.
Oh. Or not.
Consider this a declaration of war!
Yep, war's been declared. Oh. Did you scrap Tiber? No.
I think so.
Holy crap!
Whoa.
Damn. What an ending to that episode.
I mean, I guess for Tiber, like, at least he went out after delivering the speech of a lifetime.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't tell. I'm not convinced that was him or not. Like, but I mean, they like focusing on him, and that was just very cool shot. Great animation there. And then like Tiber's speech was great because you kept wondering like where it was going. Like as it started to unfold, like I started having these theories. I'm like, oh no, he's telling the truth. Like about the whole plot with the king and like they concocted this whole story to make him a hero, and he says that he's a fraud. I'm like, I start to really respect him. And then he starts talking about, I'm just like, okay, maybe they're working, like he's working with Aaron because he's trying to bring everyone together and say that the Eldian people aren't that bad actually. Like, this was all, you were all told like a lie about this. And like, let's all come together now. And maybe it was like, something that he learned and it's like, okay, I'm not going to like keep this cycle of hatred going because look where it's led us. Then no, he went another way and said no, like that Aaron and them were still like bad because they like usurped the throne and taking the power, and so they're the enemy, and like we all need to band together to go against them. And oh man, so it was just quite a roller coaster just from his speech alone in this episode.
It made me think of how like the best lies have as much truth as you can fit in there before you tell the lie, right? And to me, this felt like, wow. I mean, by the end of it, obviously it was like zigging when I thought it would zag, and vice versa. So like, but by the end of it, I thought, man, what great propaganda. Because he put as much truth in there as he could fit in.
Yeah.
And to manipulate the crowd to his side right before flipping it into the same old, let's go kill everyone, which I just thought, you know, it was a brilliant way to do that, because it starts with such humility and confession, and I'm a fraud, and you know, it makes you, you know, if you're the audience, I assume you would be much like us here being the audience, thinking like, I'm questioning everything now. Like, what is he going to say next? Like, is the whole thing that we've been told, like, is nothing true? What's going on? And then he gets to the very end, and it's the same thing that they've been told to do all along, right? Like, we're gonna kill the Eldians who are different than us. Like, the people over on Paradise, they're the problem. They're different. We have to kill them all. And he gets there, but he just takes a totally different course to get there. And he uses Eren as like the big baddie.
I mean, I also loved Eren talking to Rhaina and just having, you know, we talked about before, like understanding and whatever agreement aren't the same things. You can understand where someone's coming from, and almost like, you know, I mean, Eren said they're basically the same person, just on like different sides of the war, you know, and like under, you know, so Eren's like, if I was in your shoes, I'd be doing the same thing that you did. So how can I really, you know, be mad at you for what you did? But at the same time, that doesn't mean that I'm just gonna be like, okay, well, I understand where you're coming from, so you guys are right, and like that's, you know, now we don't need to have this war. It's like, well, if everyone could get together and understand each other, and like, you know, where you know the humanity in one another. I mean, because that was another thing Tiber said is like, oh, you know, like that we're all, was it Eren or was that Tiber that said about like how like we're all just human, and like
That was Eren.
Okay.
He said, we're like, you were brainwashed. How can you be blamed?
Yeah.
We're people just like you are.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So like, if everyone could understand that, you know, then there wouldn't be a need for this. But unfortunately, it can't happen. And so, why do you think that Eren wanted to bring Rhaina down to talk to him if he wasn't trying to like bring him to his side or anything?
It's a really good question. And part of why I'm hung up on it is because I'm stuck in an assumption that Rhaina died in that room, because Eren was transforming, and like they talked about how the compact space in that cell, and if they had transformed, it would have killed them. Well, you see the guys outside the door, bunch of soldiers there, it blows open. So I kind of assume that Rhaina and the kid would have been killed in Eren's transformation, which then is like,
Rhaina's impossible to kill.
Why have this final death speech?
Yeah.
At the same time, I don't really want to believe the kid is dead, and so therefore Rhaina should be alive. I think assuming that Rhaina didn't die and that Eren knew that he wasn't going to die, then I think it is sort of to plant the seeds of like, we aren't different.
Yeah.
You know, and as you said, if everybody just understood that, world peace would be achieved, right?
Yeah.
Like, so I think it was that to say, not to say like you're absolved of everything that you've done, nor do I think Eren believes that he's absolved of everything that he's done. It really is, they are the same. But I think he was trying to drive that point home and saying like, I get it now. Because Eren was always a hothead. Eren didn't understand it before. But now Eren finds himself in the exact same position Rhaina is in, and he's saying, I get it. And I think it is to like, at least communicate to someone, hey, we aren't different.
Yeah. And it was kind of like two birds with one stone. Let me like absolve you while also asking for forgiveness for my actions that are about to happen, because it's like, hey, you know, he saw what it did to Rhaina, and I'm pretty sure Eren saw it, right? He saw like the Rhaina have like the split. I can't remember who saw and who hasn't seen Rhaina like go back and forth. I thought he did see it at one point.
I think he did.
But I think, and like especially since Eren was the one that was like, you know, I mean, Rhaina even remembers, and he's like, I'm gonna make you pay. It's the last thing I do. You know, I'm gonna kill you and everything you cared about, and do the same thing to you. And so I think Eren, I guess, I don't know, over the years, these last 4 years, had a lot of time to think and contemplate, and maybe through the memories of that Armin has now of Bert, if they got Annie on their side, then he probably has come to understand a lot more about Rhaina, and he just want to like be face to face with him and kind of, like I said, it kind of absolve him a little bit and just be like, look, you're not the monster you think you are. You were brainwashed as a kid, even though what you did led to the death of my mom. Like, you know, in a way, like I forgive you, like, you know, so don't worry about that. But I know what you did, what you had to do, because you thought you were, you know, saving the world. I'm saving my world and my people, so I'm gonna have to do what I have to do as well. It's kind of, you know, it's not very reminiscent, but it reminds me of the scene in Heat with Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. And one of them's a cop, one of them's a robber, and they finally meet, like, it's the one scene they have together in the film, and it's great. And they talk about, like, you know, basically that they have like a respect for each other, but hey, you know, I'm not gonna hesitate. I'm gonna bring you down, but I have to. And it's like, yeah, it's like same. You know, I'm gonna do what I have to do. You have to do what you would have to do. There's nothing personal about it, but this is yeah, you can respect your enemy, I guess, but doesn't mean you're gonna show them mercy.
Still a movie I have to see.
Yes.
I've heard so much about the scene, but I have yet to see this movie.
Which is why I didn't want to say too much about it, but yeah.
Anyway, this makes me want to see that movie. There was something so it's a hodgepodge of adjectives that are coming to mind, like chilling, terrifying, impressive, admirable about the way Aaron was so in control. You know, he talked about the killing of his mom, and he's asking Rhaena, why did you do this? And then why did you do that? And then why? Like, instead of being accusatory or the hot-headed Aaron and the emotional Aaron that we know, and coming from that very surface pain that we saw on him every time he remembered his mom, the pain is still there. It's deeper, I think. Like, it's not quite at the surface of him anymore, but there is just something so, I don't know, it to see Aaron like that. It is a different Aaron, and I can't wait to see what he does while also being terrified by it. And like the timing of the speech to them when he like went up was freaking bravo. I mean, just on point and amazing. But like all of these things, there's so much that we're gleaning from Aaron and Rhaena in the last couple episodes, even without dialogue. Like, Rhaena seems to be spiraling into severe depression. He's not doing well. Meanwhile, Aaron seems to have found this new, intense focus, calm, calculating, strategic. Like, it's just, they're grown up in a way that's very different and from who they were, and has shaped them in a lot of ways. That's all their experiences have shaped them. It's, I don't know, it's just very cool to see.
Yeah. And this lets me know that, like, what else they found in the basement was the art of war. And Aaron read that. And so he's just like, know thy enemy. And he wanted to just like, okay, you know, and also maybe like, you know, he read, was it, you know, you can't judge someone until you walked a mile in their shoes, a million miles in their shoes.
Million miles.
But so he's like, one, get to know the, you know, get to know the enemy and like what their, you know, their plans and their strategy and everything like that. But then kind of be like Rhaena. I mean, you know, he had such a tough time getting to know everyone, and then like, you know, the two split personalities that he ended up kind of like developing there, because his brain just broke, and he had the same thing. Like, you know, it's just there's good people here, you know. And I love how he looked at what's his face, Falco or
Falco.
Yeah, when he said that, and yeah, so it's just great suspenseful build up, and we still know who the tall soldier is. I think it's Annie. Because they said it's familiar, like looks familiar. You said like there's a fake beard on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of like, yeah, what's gonna go on? I don't know if they're gonna go flash or if they're gonna go back and show, you know, how they got to this point, or if they're gonna continue on where they left off. So I'm really excited for the next episode.
I will be curious to see if Tybur actually dies. I mean, it looked like, I'm pretty sure it was him that Aaron was holding. Blonde dude dressed in the same outfit, but I'm curious. Like, it looked like he was tossing him up to eat him, sort of like, I don't know, like the way you toss up popcorn or a goldfish or something. But like, we just met him, and he seemed very influential and an interesting character. So I'd be kind of sad if he dies. That being said, he did give that great speech and kind of ran his course, so I could see them doing it in the story. But I'm curious to see what happens with that.
And we don't know who has the Titan power in the Tybur family.
That's right.
So this could also be one of the things that they're trying to draw out, is like who actually has the power. And so he's throwing up to eat him. It's like, if he transforms, okay. But yeah. Anyways, we're going to go on to the next episode.
I feel like there's still so much more we could talk about, but my mind is just racing after this.
The Warhammer Titan. We're going to find out who the Warhammer was. That's for
going. Listen to your big sister.
Where are you going this time? Where? I want to go with you. Yeah, bring us with you.
I'm so sorry. But no, I can't.
Hey, stop acting so selfish and behave yourselves.
Try and help them to get along.
I will. Good luck with your work.
Thanks. All right. Goodbye.
See you soon.
I'm sorry. Take care of the kids.
So did he always know he was going to die? Was this really his plot to draw out Aaron?
Ooh, that's a twist.
So if they attack, they'll do it during my speech, yes?
Good call,
Nothing's
beautiful.
guaranteed, sir. But that seems like the strongest possibility. We're waiting to determine escape routes till later, lest the information should leak. I'll note that many VIPs will be arriving by carriage.
Shit.
Seat the officers in a special section. Group them, preferably at the edge of the crowd.
Is this really what you want to do, sir?
We Tybers haven't just sat around enjoying ourselves. At least this generation hasn't. We've been at work, fostering relationships with the world's ruling class, improving people's perceptions of Eldians, and keeping track of the events in Paradis Island. That said, before we knew it, our enemies had crossed the sea. It's become clear that the infiltrators received help from within Marley. And the unsettling truth is that we still don't know who gave it. Our motherland, Marley, has many enemies, even within our own military. And if you want to smoke out your enemies, you light a fire beneath them. We know when and where the foe intends to attack us. That ought to give us the advantage, unless you have a better one.
Shit.
We're putting far too much at stake.
We're sacrificing incompetent officers. If the enemy's goal is to damage our military, then so be it. This is an opportunity. Start picking replacements now. The party will approve anyone you choose for your reformed military.
But, sir...
But does Aaron know that they know that Aaron knows that?
They're the spawn of the devil, aren't they? You've ordered countless Eldians up and over to meet their deaths in a hellscape of barbed wire, landmines, and bullets. So these ones won't be wearing uniforms. That changes nothing. You just need to keep doing what you've always done.
Speaks the truth.
When they make their move, the crowd surrounding you will erupt in chaos. If we go forward with this, and use you to bait the enemy, I doubt I'll be able to protect you.
Of course. I'm prepared for that. Unless I stand on that...
You were right. That's why you're saying goodbye and crying.
The Eldian civilians who are killed, myself included, must be mourned by all.
Martyrs.
As victims of an unforeseen attack. If I escaped while my people died en masse, the world would not rally to our cause.
Smart politician.
I fully believe the Eldian race was spawned by the devil, but I'm just as sure that we're devils ourselves.
Oh my God, Aaron.
He didn't chomp down. It's taking a prisoner, it looks like. Ooh. Badass looking.
Gabby! Udo! Get up! On your feet! Hurry!
Oh no.
Sophia?
Aw, like Sophia.
Listen to me! Come and help me! We have to lift this...
Dude, she's dead.
Yeah, she's definitely gone.
Oh, and he got trampled.
You fulfilled your duty as a Tiber brother. I'm so proud of you.
She is the Warhammer Titan.
His sister.
Cool.
Okay. Not waiting for the transformation.
Yep.
Our counterattack's begun. I never thought they'd make such a grand entrance. What's more, that looks to be the usurper of the founding Titan down there. The Attack Titan. We're up against Eren Yeager himself.
The devil.
Get in position, men. Prepare for battle. Understood, sir.
Yeah, but where's his backup?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Shit! What is this? The whole town's like a battlefield.
Is he okay?
No.
It's been
We need to
better.
get him to the hospital.
Oh no! Udo!
Hospital's being overrun, but still standing.
Falco! Where are you?
I think Titans must be fighting on the surface.
Wait, are you serious?
You have to admit that it would explain why that soldier trapped us down here.
The hell?
You're late!
Sorry, Pete. Are you two okay? How'd they know we'd be here?
I thought Beardy looked suspicious, so I told them to follow us.
Back then?
Smart.
A Titan attacked and killed Lord Tiber during his speech.
For real?
The Warhammer Titan's keeping it occupied for the time being.
How far to the cart's armor?
It's back at HQ. We can equip it in 15 minutes.
Do it in 10.
Roger that.
I'm going on ahead.
Don't rush it until you know it's your...
Oh.
There's no way. How'd they get here?
The scouts.
Yeah. Ooh.
Freaky.
Yeah. There's its Warhammer.
Ow. Protect the nape of your neck, Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
We can finish off Eren Yeager here and now. If we strip them of the Founding Titan, they're finished.
Not so. If we kill the Founder, it will only postpone the problem. What we need is to have the Warhammer Titan eat it.
So otherwise it goes to someone they have no idea who it is.
The Warhammer's a monster!
The Attack Titan! The Warhammer wins!
That's him.
Aaron.
It's gonna finish him off!
Before you die, you may utter your final words.
It's time, Mikasa.
Yes. She's still amazing. Oh, what a great shot! Think of the music too.
Glad to see that all of you made it.
Please, Aaron, come home.
Aww. In his case in his shell created by its extraordinary hardening ability, can use that same hardening ability to construct any weapon in visions at will. Holy shit.
Wow.
Bring that entire division down from the mountains. Call in the fleet as well. And bring in all 30,000 soldiers we have stationed to the east and west. Surround us. Don't let a single island devil escape, especially not the Founder. This has gone exactly as Willie planned. The entire world now considers the Eldian Empire a threat. This world can no longer risk letting them live. But you must have realized that going into this.
Fight! Shoot!
Nice.
Idiots.
Is that Jean?
Mm-hmm.
We need to try to keep civilian casualties to a minimum. Understand me, Flock?
Everyone here is an enemy.
Flock of seagulls?
Don't forget what they did to us. The Titans who have been slaughtering our people for years came from here, right? They've been eating us alive. So they've got this coming and then some.
Seriously, you have to stop thinking like that.
Look,
Yeah.
we can't just cower behind our walls waiting for death to come. We need to fight like he does. Like devils.
You understand what you've done, don't you? You've killed so many civilians. Innocent people. Kids. There's no taking this back.
No way, I can't change you.
It's not over, Mikasa.
I blew up the nape of its neck.
And I crushed its nape with all my strength, yet it's still alive. The Warhammer Titan uses hardening to make whatever it needs. And it won't die no matter how much damage we deal to its neck. Mikasa, keep it occupied for me. If this works, I'll be able to eat the Warhammer.
No, wait! You haven't even looked at him yet!
If you're actually a warrior candidate, then wake up and look at reality.
Doctor, we need you.
Right, on my way.
I was afraid that's how I was gonna go.
You should go find your family. I'm not sure if anywhere is safe, but get as far from the plaza as you can. Wait! It's not safe, Gabi!
She had that same look that Aaron had.
You're heading straight into a war zone, kid! Gabi! What are you doing here?
Oh, it's you two. I'm ready to fight, so let me pass.
Stop acting like a stupid brat. Find your family and lay low.
Below. Oh, nope, above.
Above us!
Okay. I was like, they expect you to come from above, so I thought maybe they went below.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Is it Sasha?
I think so.
The street's
Connie.
blocked off. Let's go, Sasha.
They've also changed their weaponry. It's like not coming from their hips anymore. They have little, like,
Yeah, the handheld.
Yeah. So maybe they don't have to use the gas as much.
Mm.
Can last longer.
Are things going all right? They are for now, at least. If we can take that thing out soon, we'll be fine. But that's a big if. Looks like anything could happen at this point.
Yeah, what about the other two Titans that just got released?
That was a good shot.
Mm-hmm. That was opening Aaron, eat it.
There was something abnormal about the way the Warhammer materialized. It was the first time I'd seen a Titan form from the feet up. Not from its neck, but from beneath the stage it was standing on.
Ooh.
So it's not actually in its Titan form. It's
Yeah.
Titan's just what it materializes. Ooh,
Well, do you know how to break through that? Yeah.
Damn it. The Warhammer's about to get eaten.
Nope. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, shit.
This is the moment I've been waiting for. I'm taking the Foundry right now.
Oh my god.
Levi.
Why can't I bite?
Yeah. Wait for him.
Is that Ackerman?
Yeah. That's when the Beast Titan warned you about.
What the hell? Can't you see I'm a Titan?
Yeah, they don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Are a bunch of humans really about to come and kill me?
Yeah, but you got your other Titan.
They're not humans. They're devils.
Ooh, with the shot of Levi coming through his eyes and the devil. Oh, great episode.
Yeah, I mean, oh my god, just edge of your freaking seat for this.
But I love how they, so the last episode ended with like such, I don't know, it was grandiose, right? It was like, you're just like, oh my God, yes, I can't wait for the next episode. Like, and they slowly built into it. And it's like, I'm like, okay, they lulled you into it thinking, well, maybe we're not going to show you the fight right now. We're going to go back to give you some more backstory. And the fact that Tiber knew what was going on and, just being the politician that he is, and also knowing that kind of how Historia knew, she's like, I need to be in the battle with you, like to gain the respect of the people. It's like, I can't have Elder Eldians die while I'm like protected or whatever. Cause then it's gonna look really staged. It's like, it's not gonna mean as much. So to know that, and I guess to like draw out Aaron so that his sister can take care of Aaron, he was willing to do it, the price he was willing to pay. But yeah, and then again, this episode just ended on such a fucking, I don't know, cliffhanger is the right word, but such a high note.
I'm so curious. All right, so our Warhammer Titan, she doesn't actually fight in the Titan body. That whole can produce armor thing into whatever she wants it to be. That's how she creates her Titan. She's encased in the same stuff that our team had trapped Annie in.
Well, Annie trapped herself in.
Annie trapped herself in. So I think when it comes to Annie trapped herself in it for preservation and because she was already trapped. This one traps herself in it while she's a Titan. Mm-hmm. Now, he kind of cut the umbilical cord to her Titan and Titan went away. But what stops her from respawning one at any given moment? Can you take the little crystal egg with her in it back to Paradise? Because at any moment she could potentially spawn, right? Mm-hmm. So very curious how that's going to all come into play. Absolutely loved Levi's entrance. Oh, it's that was such a nail-biter moment. It's there was something that they hadn't planned for. Aaron was in a really compromising position there because, he was literally being bit. Mm-hmm. And Levi just, you were wondering where Levi was, and then boom, here he makes his entrance. And I kind of think that Titan's going to be a goner. I think he's going to get eaten.
Yeah, I mean, great entrances by Levi and Mikasa, same thing. It's last words, Aaron's like, okay, Mikasa, now you can come on. So she was great. And then I love Mikasa telling Aaron, you can't go back from this.
Yeah.
Killing innocent people and, you can no longer claim the high ground on this war, and you commit just the same atrocities that were committed upon you. So I like that she talked about that. And I mean, Eren, I wonder how long he's been deep undercover, because she's like, it's time to come home. I want to know if they have other Titans there with them, if Armin's there with the Colossal, if Annie is on their side and she has a female Titan. So I'd love to know that. They brought the Beast Titan. They brought Zeke to the gate. Where is he? So I'm curious about that. Rhina, we don't have him confirmed.
And Falco.
Yeah, death on them yet. So he could come into play. And I like this because it's kind of like watching, before we had a side to root for. I'm still pulling for Mikasa and Eren and whatnot, but that's still my side, and Levi and everything like that. Those are, but it's also gotten to the point where I kind of just want a good, it's like watching a game where you just want a good battle, right? You just want we want a good game between it. I want it to be exciting. So when the Jaw Titan came over, I was like, okay, cool. I wasn't necessarily worried for Eren in that moment. I was like, oh, they dialed it up. Just when you think Eren's got the high ground, something else is going to come up. I'm like, cool. Now we got this going. How's Eren going to get out of it? So it's seeing the strategy, back and forth, how things play out. And that gives Levi his badass entrance to come in, and just the fear it has in the Jaw Titan.
Oh, that don't you know I'm a Titan?
Yeah.
You can't kill me. You're human. I'm Titan.
Yeah, you should be scared. Yeah.
The arrogance of it, and the naivete about what they're really up against. Also, to what you were talking about with Mikasa, I do love that Mikasa brought that up, because especially after Eren's speech with Reiner on the last episode, that really drove home the point of war. What is it good for, right? There's maybe 10% of the population on either side that's so entrenched in their ideology and their prejudice that thinks that a war would be worth it, while everyone else is paying the price, civilians paying the price, who, had they spent any time with the other side, might realize they weren't so different, just like Eren and Rhina kind of came to that conclusion. So I loved very much that, in the midst of all of this, because a lot of the kind of war and action entertainment we watch, right, is there's a righteousness component to it, right? You're cheering for your side, and your side's in the right, and the other side is the villain, and it pumps you up for it, and kind of almost romanticizes the whole thing. Whereas I really appreciated that this, yes, while we are pumped up for Eren, and I was kind of in the mindset of yeah, if they get the Warhammer Titan, oh my god, the world's their oyster, anything could happen. It's still a good reminder of, these two sides, they don't have to fight. This doesn't have to be like this, and it's tragic and it's terrible, and it comes at such a cost. So I love that Mikasa included that in there. And then I think for Levi with the Tiber family, or sorry, not Levi, with Eren and the Tiber family, since he just ate Tiber, I'm very.
So you want to call everyone Levi too?
I do. You started it. I am very curious where that is going to go, because they made such a point of him saying goodbye to his family. He has a very big family. If his sister gets taken, I'm just kind of curious. They're a very influential family, so I think there's going to be more to that family, even with the loss of Tiber, and even if they can take the sister back, encased in her little egg crystal thing.
Yeah, and going back to the way that the show is constructed, you said, and it's just kind of yeah, we do have one side we're cheering for, but there's no necessarily good and bad on there. Lots of shades of gray, obviously. I like how the fact that kind of that whole speech with Eren and Rhina, it's just, if Eren recognizes that if he was in Rhina's shoes, he would have done the same thing, because they're the same person, and it's just just depending on what side of the wall you are on, what perspective you have. And same thing with this. It's yeah, we're cheering for Eren and Mikasa and whatnot, but there's a world in which this all starts with on the Marley side, and we see the the Eldians as the aggressors and the evil ones, and we get their story first, and we're cheering for Rhina and the Jaw Titan and everything, and those are the people that we're rooting for. So then when the Eren attacks here, if this is how it started, you're following all these people in season 4. Season 4 is how season 1 started. You're following everyone. It's okay, oh my gosh, look at this horror. We Sophia and oh god, terrible with names. What's his face that got trampled?
Oh god, I mean, I'm even worse.
Dutch? No, not Dutch. I won't say Dutch because Red Dead Redemption. But yeah, like I mean, just the horror of that, and like all the bodies, and like the hospital's overflowing.
Yeah.
Just the anger that Raina's cousin had, and just like I said, like looked like a lot like Aaron, like when everything was happening to him, and so show's just doing I don't know, a really great job about showing the horrors of war, and like you said, it's just like all because of 10% of the population being like so stuck in their ways and fanatical.
Yeah. I think if I was cheering for anyone at this point, I'm cheering for the Eldians, because the Eldians are here and the Eldians are also on Paradise, and they're kind of all Eldians. And the tragedy of this is that the Marleyans have made the Eldians here on this side of the world hate themselves, fear themselves, consider like the other Eldians demons, even though like they can contain the same powers, and like I'm like, when's the day that y'all are gonna just turn on the Marleyans? Because they're the ones who are like really started the prejudice and the hate.
Well, I mean, you also say that the Eldians kind of started it with
way back when with
being the Titans and like
it's
all
true.
the terror that they had put through, and so in thinking that they were going to stop that, the king and Tiber concocted this plan. It was like, oh, okay, this is how we're gonna stop it. But like, I don't know if they thought that there was gonna be all this. I mean, they had assumed that they probably might come this way, but like there was gonna be all this prejudice and like yeah, sure, maybe they weren't causing war, but it's not like they were making a better world and a better place for people. And like, I think they probably did actually, because now that I think about it, they said that the king was ashamed of his past and the Eldian people, and thought they deserved whatever was coming from them if like the wall ever was attacked. Of course, that's what Tiber says, so I don't know if that was actually true, but yeah, I mean, just that cycle of violence, revenge, retribution.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about it in the present moment, and the present moment is the Marleyans. I think of like killing Aaron's dad's sister with the dogs, and like all the propaganda of like making Reiner hate himself, and like all these other Eldians who are there hate themselves for being Eldian. Obviously, if you go far back enough, you're probably gonna find a flip side to the story.
Yep, that's what the show's teaching us. There's another side to the story.
Yes, baby.
That's what it is. All right, so we're going on the next episode because we got 3.
Okay, why are we growly? Why are we growly?
Is this?
I wonder if we're gonna see Armin's Titan.
Yeah.
Can't you see I'm a Titan?
Can't you see he's Levi?
They're devils.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Damn. That's the platypus one, right? No.
Damn it. We took too long.
Yep.
The cart Titan's here.
Made it just in time. My heavy machine gun armament is a perfect counter to their ODM gear.
Oh shit. You're right. She can just transform again. Beast Titan.
Or is it Armin? Nope, it's Beast. You're right.
It's him. The Beast Titan.
It's Zeke!
We're saved.
Kill all of them. Let none escape.
Stay alive. That's an order.
He's got some unfinished business with the Beast Titan. Oof. Here comes Reiner.
Is that Mr. Kruger? No, it's Eren Yeager. Damn you! Wait, Vice Chief Brown! Vice Chief! I'm sorry. It's all my fault. But he's unconscious. His body should be healing itself with the power of the Titans. At least, as long as he has the will to live.
He's giving up. He doesn't have the will to live.
You know there are people out there who aren't enemies. Udo and Gabi. Sophia. All of us are on your side. Just hang in there.
He doesn't know whose side he's on, though.
And if he does die, who's gonna get that power?
Yeah.
Kill him here and now!
No.
Good work.
Just above us!
That angle!
Oh.
Thanks, Galliard. You saved our butts. Stay on your toes. I ran into Ackerman a minute ago. He's still hiding nearby. Look out! The Warhammer! It's clearly much harder than my teeth, but I know that you've spent the last of your strength. You don't have any moves left to play. Looks like I've outlasted you. After all that, the bastard still has more fight in him.
He has no quit.
There isn't any need for us to rush this. All we need to do now is tighten our net. Paradine never stood a chance against Marley in a proper war anyway. They don't have enough people or resources.
That's why it's so crucial we take out the Founder. And it's right in front of us.
Which makes it that much more important that we proceed with caution. For the time being, at least.
Okay, Armin, make a grand entrance.
If there's anyone who can deal with this mess, it's War Chief Zeke. Commander McGath. Please, sir, listen. By the stage.
What are you doing? You haven't been injured. Then you need to get the hell out of here.
Sir, Vice Chief Brown is underground behind the stage. He's not moving. It's like he's in a coma.
What happened?
It's my fault. He saved my life.
Who did he save you from?
Can't blame yourself.
It was Eren Yeager.
Gabi has that crazed look.
Yeah.
Has that Eren look.
Hey! Can't you see the fleet around you? Get that fishing boat out of here!
Armin. Oh, yeah! He needed a great entrance, too. With some cool fucking music.
Ships.
Yep.
They didn't just kill Bertolt. They took his Titan.
Vicious bastards! Give us your worst, you dead devils! Your plans will mean jack shit if I take the Founder before you can act on him! Is that the other Ackerman? Doesn't matter!
Oh, it does.
War Chief, they're coming up on our right.
Oh! You wanted Levi! That look.
Damn!
Did Levi just blow himself up?
Eek, we got incoming!
No.
Yeah, Sasha.
What happened? Hey, Carlo, come on, say something.
There you go, Sasha.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's your turn to pay.
Ooh.
Yeah, they definitely did not come unprepared.
Did he just kill her too? Damn. No. Okay.
But she's badly hurt.
Yeah. Their DM gear includes semi-automatic pistols, special swords, and some soldiers are even armed to fire shells, enabling superior anti-personnel and anti-Titan combat.
Okay. Wait, that's the port?
Looks like it. Oh.
Holy hell.
He didn't want to do it.
All
The
I needed
horror.
to do was
Yeah.
transform.
Oh.
Finish it!
Don't shoot! Leave Pink alone!
What happened? Did the steam knock it off course? Or did I hesitate because of that kid?
Pink! The Cart Titan's still alive!
Run.
I can't.
Eat plant, you damn devils!
Hey, Brown, give Grace a hand.
Father, take cover!
This way. Move!
First War Chief and now Pink. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
Dude, you're not thinking straight. Oh, all emotion.
Ooh.
Nice.
He's fast. Much faster than Emir's Jaw Titan.
So this is the power of the jaw.
Use the jaw to snap her open.
The Cart Titan isn't exactly known for its toughness. It's not like the Armored Titan. Wait, where's Rhina? Is he somewhere close? You told the commander that Aaron Yeager got to him and knocked him out.
I'm not so sure. He's still underground behind the plaza. Listen, I'm sorry, but I feel like maybe we should let Rhina sit this one out.
What are you saying? We need Rhina to fight, to avenge Udo and Zofia and all the other people those devils killed.
Hey, get back here! Wait, don't go to the windows! You'll give our location away!
Commander!
Okay. They got some reinforcements.
I just spotted the signal lights.
That's a relief. At least we know that some of the mission went according to plan. Well, we're counting.
There she is. Or they are.
We can really only fly through once, so any stragglers who miss us are out of luck. Or in luck if we get shot out of the sky. You came up with one hell of a reckless plan. What, you get possessed by Ervin's ghost or something?
To be honest, I wish I had. At a time like this, I could use his strength. This has to work, because if we lose Aaron and the others, then we have no future in this world.
Don't tell me they're gonna try and escape on that thing! Not happening!
Yeah, took your eyes off Mikasa, dude. He fought as angry as Aaron fought at
Rip his
first.
arm.
Oof.
Oh, Jesus.
Just uncontrolled rage. This is what happens. Oh. Yep. He wants you to shatter it. Oh, forcing him.
What are you doing? Stop it!
Oh, with his mouth open like that. Right, the scream. Oof. Did he just get the ability? Oh my god. He's got the Warhammer Titan.
The Warhammer Titan got eaten, and the Jaw Titan is next.
Then they've won. All our warriors are finished. You have to save Galliard! He's about to get eaten! You hear me?
Shut up. Just be quiet. Please.
The enemy soldiers will hear you! Stop shouting!
Why won't any of you?
Nice. Okay, Rhina.
Just let me die in peace.
Yeah, another great episode, and just like, I mean, the back and forth between them, and knew Armin had to come in at some point and have a grand entrance, and he did. But I just love the, I don't know. I mean, yes, we were cheering, we're like, oh yeah, Armin's coming in here, and then they this is what you were cheering for, just like death and destruction.
Yeah, it was really well shown because of the hero moment that it was. And obviously, like we said in the last episode, like, you know, if we are picking a side, it would be Aaron and Mikasa and all them, because like that's the journey we followed.
Yeah.
But they do such a great job showing the cost of war, and it made me think about, it's gonna be a weird segue, but it made me think about a Grey's Anatomy episode where there is a boy needing a heart transplant. And he talks about his mom, and he says, you know, I know that the only way I get a heart transplant is if another kid dies. And my mom's been praying every night for another kid to die so I can get a heart. And he's just so horrified that that is what's being prayed for so that he can live. And he's really, I mean, he's like an 8-year-old kid too. And he's kind of wrestling with this very adult idea of, you know, is that like okay? And it's horrible. And at the same time, like, you know, but she's a mom, and of course she wants her kid to live.
Yeah.
And so that kind of like was how it felt here when Armin transforms, and it's like, oh, this is horrible, and look at this cost of war. At the same time, like, that's our team, and like, yeah, you guys gotta go. And even was it Hanji or Armin in like the big blimp thing? He said, you know, if this doesn't work, we don't have a place in this world anymore. Like this really is their last opportunity because, you know, if they lose their Titans who are fighting for them, they lose any chance in this war.
Did Levi blow himself up?
Please tell me he didn't. Please. I cannot. No, that's not okay. I can't believe that. It did look like it.
Yeah, it looked like it.
But I can't believe it.
But yeah, I had to believe like we saw the pin and like he just dropped it and then like zipped away, but I didn't see any zipping away. Yeah, so I don't want Levi to be dead.
No,
especially like that. I don't know.
That's just like I get that this show does do some moments of like great realism, and one of the ones that comes to mind is the whole episode with I think it was like Irvin and Armin on the rooftop, and like there was a huge part of that episode that was done in silence, where like the sounds you're hearing are strictly limited to the sounds that would be in that battlefield. And so I know that they can do that. And sure, of course, in the real world, heroic people would go out like that, right? It would be over too quick. It would be too small. It would just like, you know, but this is our entertainment. And Levi has earned that if he is going to go out, he is going to go out in the biggest, most epic, most cinematic fashion. Because that's what he's earned, you know? He's an Ackerman. Him and Mikasa, if they're going to go out, it had better be big. So I just cannot accept that he blew himself up. Like, he had to have ziplined away.
And, man, Zeke, be careful what you wish for, man. He's like, oh, I got a different battle. Come on, Levi, come on out and fight. Just taken out.
Taken out, but I need proof of death.
Yeah, agreed.
So I want to believe that Levi was successful. I want to believe that Levi did the job and ziplined away and Beast Titan is dead. There's a little voice inside me that's just saying that didn't happen.
Yep. And Tupac, very angry. This is Straw Titan. That's how I remember his name, all right? And yeah, like I said, it was a lot of like Eren when he first got the Titan ability and just like his recklessness sort of with that and just fighting with so much hate. Yeah. And just not strategic at all. Didn't, he's like, oh, they're gonna escape, and like he was just so unfocused. It's like, oh, this is making me angry, so that's what I'm gonna go after. This is making like at first it was like all focused on the Titans, like I'm gonna get the founding Titan. And it was kind of like all like ego, like this is like his birthright to like get the founding Titan, and or like a hero. He's like, I'm gonna be the hero of this. Like I said, just very like early on Eren. But like some of the more unattractive qualities of Eren, because like in one sense you're like, okay, wow, he's a fighter and he's feisty and like I kind of respect that, but then you're like, but dude, you're like super reckless at times, and it's just like, can you like focus on the task at hand? And so like now to see Eren with like kind of the calm, the composure, and the focus in this is it's quite the turnaround for him.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm also very curious if we are going to see another Eren armored Titan matchup as it appears to be. Okay, but now Eren has the Warhammer too. And so what does that do to this fight? Like because obviously armored, but also like can seemingly penetrate anything with the little crystal thing that they create.
But he just got it, so I doubt he has enough time to like really have learned it much.
I don't expect him to master it, but like he has an edge.
Also, where's Annie?
Yeah, where is Annie?
So she's got to come out to play as well. Got the armored Titans. Like each one's like, okay, just when you think all hope is lost, then they're gonna pull out this card and this person. This Titan comes out.
We haven't seen that bearded soldier at all again.
Yeah, but just the scene of Eren like crushing the egg and Tupac yelling and screaming as he's crushing it, and like Eren with his mouth open. Looked. If you just saw that and you were, passing by while someone was watching Attack on Titan and you saw that thing, you would think Eren is the villain. Yeah. And as he was like crushing that, because he just looked like so like monstrous in that moment.
Yeah, absolutely. And I am curious. So like, here's the other component to it too, though. He didn't fully eat her. We saw blood, like she was crushed. So like it's not like when they otherwise eat Titans and it's like 100% goes in. Like this is more along lines of what's the face of Astoria's dad who like licked a little bit, versus getting the full shebang. So I wonder if the Warhammer Titan power will ever be able to be fully mastered by Eren, because it might be sort of like, I don't know, nerfed in some way by him not getting the full effect.
Yeah, I don't know how much he needs to have. I mean, he's got to have spinal fluid, but like he kind of used the Jaw Titan as like a juicer. Like he like squished and then like opened it up so that like because at first I'm like, well, you gotta be careful because you don't want to completely squish it. You want to break the egg, but you don't want to completely squish it because otherwise then the power is going to go to the Jaw Titan. But somehow he was able to bash it open and then like open it up and then just like kind of pour it into his mouth. So, I mean, yeah, I'm not sure if he got enough of it or how that works, but I mean, it's pretty clever.
The other part that was curious with that though is the memories.
Mm-hmm.
Like, will he get the full range of the Tiber family memories?
Yeah.
Or will anything be held back from the memories that he might see because he didn't get the full thing if he didn't get the full thing?
Well, I'm very curious too, because like this feels like a last battle type of event. I think there's like 30 some episodes in season 4, and like we're very early on. So yeah, I don't know. It's just like it started slow, and I'm like, okay, it's slow, but like it's like it wasn't like so much action like in the beginning, and like it was all like building the world and like showing us the other side of the sea and whatnot. And so I'm like, okay, cool. It's gonna take its time. We're gonna get a lot of like kind of like with season 3, we're gonna get a lot of lore, a lot of history, and learn more about the 9 Titans and kind of get more about the other side. Maybe like start to like them as well. But then like it jumped into this scene and just oh my gosh, like I can't believe the Warhammer Titan was killed and eaten that quickly.
Yeah.
That the Beast Titan was probably taken out. That I mean, yeah. So it's just insanity with what's going on. It's like so much is happening.
And so also is the strategy to have Eren basically eat all the Titans, and then like essentially the Titans die with him, because if you were doing like broad military strategy to defeat the other side, you would want as many of your people to be jacked up into Titan form as possible to have the advantage, right? If they've got 6 Titans, we want to have 7 Titans. Like we want to have that advantage. But in this, it feels like Eren's just really hungry and he's on a little bit of a binge eating spree.
Well, yeah, I think, I mean, you want at least all the Titans powers to be on your side. And then I don't think like it dies with Eren, because remember, if Eren dies, then I don't know if like they would like split up and like all the powers would go to different Eldian people, but
or if they would all live in one person.
Yeah, they all live in one person. They would probably just like, if that were to happen, I imagine they would just like, have a ritual where someone eats them like every 13 years or something like that. Like they get transferred to power. So we're not quite there yet.
Yeah, I was just thinking ahead.
Let us know your thoughts about these episodes down below in the comments. And if you want early free access and see our full uncut reactions, you can see every moment and get a month ahead over on our Patreon. Links in the description of the video. Thanks for watching Attack on Titan with us, which keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.